Welcome back to the press room. I'm your host, Cooper Shepard, joined by my co-host, Colby Bethea. We got a lot to get to today, but before we get into everything, what is on your mind today?
We got a lot on our mind. Right now, tonight, we got a little wild card game between the Mets and the Brewers. Personally, as a Yankees fan, I don't want to see the Mets win. And the dude, last night, Milwaukee hits a walk-off home run. My girlfriend is a big fan of his girlfriend's TikTok.
Garrett Mitchell. Who's his girl? She played softball?
Yeah, at Oregon.
Yeah. I think I'm a fan of her too, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I've seen all of her TikToks. Yeah. I know all about her. So, my house, we're going for the Brewers tonight. Tonight you have Tampa and Atlanta. I don't know.
That's a fun game. That's a fun game.
Kirk Cousins, Tampa has a good defense. Not real sure if he can get it done tonight.
I'm gonna take the Bucks because I like the Baker story going on right now.
It's a good one. Because this is his first year after he got paid, right?
Yeah.
He got a 3-year.
Yeah, I think he got like $80 million or something.
How old is he gonna be when is this his last big money contract?
How old is he right now?
Oh man, that's a good one. But I mean, he has 2 years after this. I mean, Baker's old.
He's 2018 rookie class.
Baker Mayfield age. He's 29. He'll be 30, 31, 32 contract.
He'll get another one.
If Joey Flacco and Andy Dalton
if
they have jobs.
Yeah, if he plays good these next few years, he'll get another one. He'll get would they give him a 4-year or is that too long?
I mean, I guess it just depends how banged up he gets because he rode the IR in Cleveland.
Yeah. All right. First thing we'll get into, we'll recap the two bigger games of the week, OU and Bama, and then we'll get into everything else. First, OU Auburn game. I bet on, so I said OU 2.5 on the pod. I ended up betting somebody Auburn to win. Super confident all game. Literally all game, I was so confident. They were up, I think.
It's 24-10,
I
believe.
Yeah. And Peyton Thorne, who's a bum, played pretty good. He played pretty solid all game, and then how the fuck, bro, do you throw a pick six driving down the field with the lead to ice the game, bro? And you throw a pick six on an RPO, just bro. There was multiple RPOs that he just, bro. He's just
call it Sooner Magic. Everyone's seen it before. Wasn't new to us.
That's all I heard, bro.
Sooner Magic, it's real.
I believe it. I believe it now because that shit's insane, bro. He played good all game, bro, and then the last drive, just I don't know how you choked that bad, but Peyton Thorne, you're a bum.
Some kicked in. I mean, Kip Lewis came in to replace, I believe, the injured Kendall Dolby, who broke his leg in the Tennessee game.
Yeah, that was bad. That was bad.
It was disgusting. I was a big fan of Kip last year. I thought he should have started over some bum edge rusher we got from Clemson, Jared Koenig.
What happened to him, bro?
He's serving burgers to the team right now. I don't know what he's not.
Okay,
he's like Danny Stutzman's little entertainment. Danny's like, hey, Jaren, make me laugh. Yeah. That's what Jaren does now for the team. No, but I mean, it was beautiful. Michael Hawkins, that 48-yard rush to open up the game. It reminded me of OU Texas when we had Caleb Williams, Spencer Rattler. We bring in Caleb Williams, that 4th one read option up the middle. Caleb Williams takes it to the house. Everybody knew it's not Spencer Rattler's team anymore. Same exact thing happened. You see him take off. It was a different OU team the whole game. Granted, we had our wide receiver 7-8-9 playing for us and a converted true freshman corner to wide receiver. But I mean, we got the job done with a bunch of dudes that if our team was healthy, they would not be seeing the field.
So is it safe to say that the Michael Hawkins era is here?
I think it's begun. Dude, I can't wait. It's exciting. His dad was crying in the stands after the game. Have you seen his mom?
I haven't.
Michael Hawkins has a good-looking mom, man. I was on Twitter, and I'm like, who's this? I'm like, oh, like it's his sister, like it's a girl. I'm like, they're like, no, that's his mom. I was like, I had to give her a little follow on Twitter.
At her on Twitter, hey, your son is so good. Thank you for bringing him to Norman.
Well, he's a legacy player. His dad.
Yeah,
played,
I know. I heard him say that about 12 times during the game.
His dad played a DB on the Josh Heupel national championship team. I think his dad came the year after, but he played with, I think, Heupel 1 year.
Interesting. I did not know that.
Right, small world.
That's crazy.
But dude, I mean, it was insane. It was fun to watch. OU couldn't run the ball against your local high school football team, but we'll get it figured out. You know, we prove you don't need offense to win games. You need your backup kicker to bang a field goal. Zach Schmidt, love that guy.
Bishop McGinnis alum.
And then you just need some guy named Kip Lewis. So I was watching. If Kip Lewis or whoever, so it got tipped. It got tipped to the line. If it doesn't get tipped, that was a touchdown. We were in cover 0. There was no one deep. If you go back and look at the tape, if the D lineman doesn't tip it to where Kip can catch it, it's 6.
I didn't even
6
know,
and the game's over.
I didn't even know it got tipped. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, it got tipped and then he like juggled it. I thought he was gonna get walked down. I'm in my mom's living room. I'm like, pick them knees up, dude. It was a good time. It was a good time.
Shout out. Who's OU play next? Texas?
Yeah, we got a bye this week. Can't lose against that, except we're losing players to the injury bug. They said we're only going to get one wide receiver back. This is a shout-out, not a shout-out. Nick Anderson, if you're listening to this, you are the Anthony Davis of the Oklahoma Sooners. Street clothes. All I see you do is throw up your little ooh on your Instagram, and you just wear jeans on it. Bro, get in the game, big dog. Get in the game. We need you. I mean, not really. You're here. You're here for a reason. It's time for you to step up, bub. Come on, man.
He's taken after his brother, except a few years earlier, Rodney Anderson.
They're brothers?
Yeah.
Rodney Anderson. Rodney Anderson was good.
He was a dog, bro. He was a fucking dog at OU.
I mean, he was gonna go first round and then like tears his ACL. I think at K-State is devastating.
Now he's like 4 ACL tears in, doesn't play anymore. But that dude was one of the best running backs I've seen at OU.
He was exciting, but no, Nick Anderson's letting down the Anderson family name. I mean, I don't get it. I don't want to look and see how much he's getting paid at NIL because you could give that you could put that money towards anything.
Yeah.
Anything. Give it to Michael Hawkins.
He better be getting something.
Michael Hawkins?
Yeah.
I saw this thing. They were interviewing him this week. He's like, dude, because he's so humble and obviously he's PR trained 'cause his dad went to the league.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, like how's it been on campus? Like, obviously since you're the guy now. And he's like, oh, a couple people recognize me in class. First of all, I'm like, dog, you're not going to class.
Yeah.
We all know Oklahoma football players don't go to class. They hang out, smoke up the dorm that they stay in. Anytime, if you go in there past 7 p.m., secondhand high as soon as you walk in the door, dude. It is wild in there. It's like a frat house, but just all of the athletes in one big dorm. But no, he's like, oh yeah, they've been starting to recognize me around campus, and he's like, I don't really stay on social media that much. I'm like, if I came in and replaced the $1 million quarterback, I'm sorry, but I'm not that humble. I would have to, let an naysayer know.
Yeah. Speaking of that, let's get to the Georgia-Bama game. Game of the year so far.
That was awesome.
Game of the year so far. So I lose my money on OU Auburn game. All right, got to get a little bit of my coin back, so I bet on Bama. Super confident all game, obviously. I mean, just come out the gate, they're just
belt to ass,
letting the naysayer know. And I mean, gets to the fourth quarter, and I don't know, they started to come back, and then all of a sudden, Georgia's winning the game after being what was their largest deficit?
I think it was 31-7, like right before half.
That sounds about right. Yeah. And I mean, the ugliest college football player in the country just brought him back. I don't know. It's all kind of all a blur. I just remember them taking the lead, and then I remember Ryan Williams. That's Ryan Williams is a fucking
Williams.
dog. Born in 2007, wide receiver 1 on the Alabama Crimson Tide. That's fucking insane. And then you catch the game winner against Georgia in the game of the year.
I mean, you make two arguably like play of the years.
Dude, that bobble catch, that shit was insane.
The spin move where he made those two.
They literally ran into each other, bro.
They kissed on the field.
Imagine. I hope they were like seniors too.
Dude,
imagine
that has to hurt.
Imagine like you're like. It's insane, bro. He could literally. Ryan Williams could literally be. Is Kalen DeBoer old? He could be his kid. He's not old. Not old enough to be Kalen DeBoer. He could probably be Kalen. He could be Nick Saban's grandson.
Yeah. Yeah.
That shit was insane. Game of the year. I'm glad that Georgia came back and made it a game because obviously not only for entertainment purposes, but like Georgia is. I didn't want them to illegitimize how good Georgia was, so that kind of made it like, okay, Georgia's still like not to be fucked with. But yeah, it was an entertaining game.
Like as an OU fan, so if Georgia would have won that game, they would have won, I believe, 47 straight regular season wins. That would tie the all-time record set by my Oklahoma Sooners, Bud Wilkinson, back in 1947, I believe. It's a couple years, like 3 straight years. I didn't want to see that record get broke, especially by DUI University.
Yeah.
No respect for those dudes over in Athens. And you made that comment about Carson Beck looking a little goofy. So, do you know who his girlfriend is?
I know who his girlfriend is.
Did you see her Twitter rant?
I did.
I almost retweeted.
Did you see her TikTok video
about Carson Beck?
Yeah, about you being the scum of the earth.
Yes.
If you hate on somebody's appearance and all that stuff, I popped up on my TikTok. It was about a 3-minute video, and I watched it. I was just watching her, but I was listening to the words. I was kind of laughing, but yeah.
It was just like, I mean, like, what did she think was going to happen? People were going to be like, you know what? You're right. You're right. You know, we're not Carson Beck. It's okay that you let down the whole university. It's all right, buddy. No. Dude, I like tears to my eye. I was laughing so hard because do you know how bad you have to play for your girl to get on social media and get on to defend you? I mean, I've never seen it.
Defend how you look.
He's a goofy looking dude, and I'll never forget. And this is why you have to be careful about what you put on the internet. True freshman year was he an OG recruit to Georgia?
Yeah.
Was he Georgia all the way?
Yeah.
So his true freshman year, he's just
let me see them titties.
He's just not learning what a sorority is.
Yeah.
He sends that selfie. He's like, I want to see your tits. I saw his face, and the way that he was like, dude, like I don't know, man. It's like it's his chin. I think it's his chin and how like his head looks too small for his body.
Dude, everything about him is just, and I don't even like hate on people, but like I feel like I'm allowed to when you're a millionaire QB1 at the University of Georgia. Like, why the fuck do you care what anybody has to say about how you look?
It's different now that they're getting paid.
Yeah, like why you drive a Lamborghini Urus? Why the fuck do you care?
Like, yeah,
you're dating one of the Cabinet girls. I don't know which one it is.
I don't know.
Why do you care? Why does she care? I don't get it. But
when is she at? She's at the
Miami. The U.
I don't know, man. I mean, you're a Division I basketball player at the University of Miami, and you, Carson Beck, like at least get somebody that's gonna get a bag in the future.
At least the other one. The other one's dating Jake Ferguson, tight end for the Cowboys.
Yeah, I've seen that one. She transferred to TCU.
Yeah.
But never played.
Yeah, and then took a year off.
That
transferred
stuff
back.
Is so weird. How
bro? So whatever one transferred to so the other one Carson Beck's girl retired. The other one transfers to TCU. Never mind, I'm gonna take this year off, go back to Miami. Other one comes out of retirement, and now we're entering into their
year
Miami
7?
Comeback year. Yeah.
Like I just don't understand how college athletes can retire and then just be like, I want to play my COVID year out now. Like, what does that even mean?
I don't know.
Well, then they were like gonna do something with the WWE.
Oh yeah, they signed. Yeah, Yeah, they never did. I think they have like I think it's like a future contract. Like
it's so weird.
Like, if you ever need some money, I don't know.
Precursor to an OnlyFans.
Yeah. All right. I put down Davante Adams trade. Honestly, I don't really give a fuck about that. We'll talk about it when it happens.
I do think, though, it is weird. Antonio Pierce, the head coach of an NFL organization, get on social media and liking posts about, oh, yeah, this player's played his last game. That's weird. That's just weirdo behavior. And first of all, I'm not going to lie. Antonio Pierce, he might have played in the league. He might say he's from wherever. He reps whatever set. Dog, no one cares, dude. He is not, he's probably a good, motivational speaker. But, when it comes to ball, how does Davante Adams, seriously, how does he not have 8 catches, 150 yards, and 2 touchdowns every game? You had Josh Jacobs, fumbled that. You're lucky that Max Crosby is so ghetto that he loves you. I don't know why Max Crosby is just wasting his life away there. Maybe he just likes beefing with Patrick Mahomes whenever he comes in. But, Vegas, I wouldn't even want to, live in Vegas.
I haven't heard a single who's their quarterback, Gardner Minshew?
Yeah, because he beat out Aiden O'Connell.
Yeah, I haven't heard a thing about him all year.
Gardner Minshew?
Yeah.
Me neither. Just Vegas, really just Vegas as a whole, having professional sports, it doesn't sit right with me. Being the gambling capital of the world, and somehow you're allowed to, have a sports team live, on the Strip.
They're about to get the A's, too.
That John Fisher. Can I say the F word?
Yeah.
Fuck you, John Fisher. Fuck John Fisher. No one likes him. Give Oakland their shit back, dog. No. John Fisher, he's a trust fund baby. He inherited all this money from his family. Probably never worked a day in his life. Probably never even played an inning of competitive baseball. And he's just going to be like, oh, Ricky Henderson, we're good. We'll demo the stadium. I don't know. John Fisher's a fucking clown.
All right, yeah, I like that. I agree.
Got from Davante Adams to Oakland A's. Fuck John Fisher.
All right, biggest trade of the NBA offseason so far. Probably the biggest. Yeah, the biggest one that's gonna happen. Minnesota Timberwolves get fleeced, in my opinion. They trade Karl Anthony Towns to the New York Knicks for Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo. What do you think about it?
You think the Timberwolves got fleeced?
I do. I think they got worse.
I think that they had to move Rudy, Tutti Fresh and Fruity, or Cat, and they picked the wrong one. They picked the wrong one. You had to get rid of Rudy. If you unanimously polled all of Rudy's former American, I don't want to know any of that national bias stuff, American teammates, he'd probably get a 10% on whether or not people like him or not. I've never heard one guy, genuinely, not tell a lie, be like, oh, yeah, I love playing with Rudy Gobert. No one's ever said that. And, I just don't understand, I don't understand what Minnesota was thinking and doing. One of your core pieces, Naj Reid, you can't say Naj Reid and Jaden is it McDaniels?
Yeah.
You can't say Jaden McDouble is a part of your core. He punched a wall and broke his hand and missed a large part of the playoffs when they needed him. Rudy sucks. He's just big and tall. He's like the Green Giant. Naj Reid, I get Naj Reid stuff.
Yeah.
He's 6'9".
He's good. He's not
generational talent people make him out to be.
Yeah. I think the Wolves got worse. I think Cat is what he provides for the Timberwolves as far as spacing. I think Cat and Gobert worked because you have defense and Gobert, and Cat is a good 4. Now he's going to go back to his true position. He's going to be a center for the Knicks. That's the only thing they did.
Over Mitchell Robinson?
Yeah.
You want to start the both of them?
No.
I would.
No, you got Brunson, Mikal. Does Josh Hart start? And then OG Anunoby at the 4.
I forget about OG a lot.
And then Cat. So, Hartenstein, he's replacing Hartenstein. They lose DiVincenzo. Mitchell Robinson needs to come off the bench anyways. I feel like bro has not played in 5 years. I haven't seen him. I don't know. Ew. Mitchell Robinson.
He he was after everyone was getting banged up. He was like one of the reasons why they made it as far as.
I know he's a board god.
Dude, he's the new Andre Drummond.
But
even Andre Drummond's only 27.
I think the Knicks. I think the Knicks only competition to Celtics, bro. Like, I don't see anybody else. On paper, at least right now, I don't see anybody else that's better than the Knicks.
In the East?
Yeah.
I mean, Cat's definitely the Porzingis stopper.
Yeah.
I mean, I wonder how many times they've played up against each other with him being in Dallas. I mean, I really don't think Porzingis is that good. If you gave Rudy Gobert a dribble, that's what you get in Porzingis.
Nah, Porzingis can shoot.
Now.
He has a jump shot, bro. I think Porzingis is good, and I don't know why, but like randomly throughout the season, bro, I'll just turn on a Mavs game, and I just see Porzingis fuck somebody up and like he'll shoot like every time I watch him, he goes like 13 for 15 with 36 points, and I'm like, dude, this dude is a fucking god.
No, I mean, in the Minnesota team, like, I don't think Minnesota's done shopping. I don't see them keeping Dante DiVincenzo. So it's just a weird fit to me because you already have Mike Conley, you have Ant at your guards, and they have
Nikhil, and
they just drafted Rob Dillingham.
Yeah.
So like, I don't see where Dante fits in with that.
Yeah.
Like, you're not sliding Ant to the 3.
No.
Like, Ant's a true 2. And when they were trying to make him play the 3, dude, I was getting so mad.
No,
anytime I'd play with the Timberwolves on 2K, I'm like, Ant guard. Ant's a guard.
Yeah. I agree. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't think the Wolves, like, I think if you'd make that trade, you're not planning to win this year. Like,
how can your franchise player go off and have this incredible summer, win gold, and you're like, we're going to trade? I mean, Cat had to be Ant's favorite teammate, without a doubt.
Oh, yeah, they were, yeah.
They were buds.
Yeah. Yeah. And as far as Julius Randle goes, I mean, obviously he'll be there 4 now. I don't really have a lot of opinions on Julius Randle. I feel like he can never stay healthy, which is wrong because I looked up the other day and he's actually played a lot outside of this season.
Yeah.
Or last season. But, I mean, I'm not going to say anything. I mean, I have no idea how this is going to work. I'm just going to have to watch it and see how that works. It's weird to me.
I love Julius Randle. I call him King Julius. So Jonah and I got really good seats when the Knicks came to town. We had a couple beverages, and we had way too nice of seats. We showed up at halftime. We're like telling all these people in like these $1,000 seats. We're like, hey, like, those two are ours. Scoot over. They're Thunder shooting free throws. They're like on the other end, and King Julius is on the bench, and we're like, King Julius, dude. He like looks over at us and like was like laughing, dude. I was like, yeah, like that's my boy. No, I love Julius Randle. I mean, I thought both players did pretty dirty from their works. Like, I don't like Julius Randle. Like, New York fans, they love to like talk trash on him. I mean, I don't know.
According to his wife's TikTok, I don't know if you saw it, they were ready to get out of New York. But she's speaking on her behalf as of living in New York City, not an NBA player.
I don't like when wags speak out, like wives and girlfriends.
Yeah.
I mean, just Cavender. We don't care. Like, we don't care.
Yeah. All right. Moving on from that. Actually, my last remarks on that: Knicks are going to be the 2 seed.
Really?
Yeah.
So you don't think they're going to be regular season Warriors?
I mean, that puts them at the 2 seed.
I just can't. I can't wait to see Tom Thibodeau. Like, he's gonna fuck that up. If they don't win this year, it will be like a not balancing minutes. Like, I don't understand why Tom Thibodeau thinks only 5 dudes can play a game. Like, he looks at the bench and he's like, nah. Like,
because Josh Hart's a fucking dog. That's why.
Josh Hart can't do everything. I mean, like, he's like Josh Hart, big glue guy. If they had a glue guy of the year award, Josh Hart, it'd be his face on it.
Yeah.
But like, glue guys don't win you championships. especially in the NBA nowadays. Like, I just feel like, I don't know. I feel like Jalen Brunson's dad, the assistant coach, I feel like that dude does a lot more coaching.
Shout out Jalen Brunson because he's the only reason that shit's possible.
Yeah, taking that massive pay cut.
Shout out Jalen Brunson because me in a million years, never doing that. Never doing that.
Not with your boys, though?
Not for
and make a real shot with your boys?
I'd rather my grandkids have millions.
Wipe your ass with a 20?
Yeah. So shout out Jalen Brunson. That's all respect for that guy because he literally took $100 million pay cut. So, like, genuinely, if the Thunder are out of it and the Knicks are, I'm a Knicks fan for Jalen Brunson because that's a real ass dude, and I consider myself a pretty good person, but I wouldn't do that.
No, man. I mean, I don't think I could. $100 million. That's a lot. Like, maybe, I mean, because I also have to get my bread.
Yeah.
Because he's the reason why they're going to get as far as they will.
Yeah.
I mean, Mikal Bridges, I don't know how I feel about him now in his career. Him going to Brooklyn was good for him offensively, but
what does offensively mean for Mikal Bridges?
I don't know who's going to score for New York.
Jalen Brunson and Cat.
You think they're going to both drop 50 pieces every night?
Jalen Brunson, Cat. Who's their bench, bro?
Exactly, because Tom Thibodeau doesn't play. Like, you can't name someone coming off the bench. Like, that's where I thought the Knicks did a really good job of last year was their depth. Because, I mean, they had Julius out. They were losing dudes left and right. I mean, I guess OG.
I'm looking at their roster right now. Okay, so Miles McBride, Precious Achiuwa, Cam Payne.
You just call it Deuce Miles? It's Deuce.
Yeah, I know. My bad. Deuce McBride. Tyler Kolek, he's not going to. A rookie point guard coming off the bench, you're not playing, buddy.
The rumors of him last year, and they were like, Tyler Kolek can't read. That shit was so funny when it came out during like March Madness, whatever. Like, yeah, this dude can't read. That had me dying.
All right,
he can read, guys. He graduated.
All right, next topic. I'll let you take the reins on this one. Something about Sam Darnold and the MVP award.
It's coming home. We're bringing the MVP back to Minnesota. Sam Darnold looks like a god. I mean, how many undefeated teams are left in the league? Us and Kansas City?
I think there's one other. I don't know.
Well, Buffalo lost, and Pittsburgh lost.
Is that it?
I think there's only 4. I think it's us and Kansas City. Which is why Sam Darnold's MVP. You compare Sam Darnold to Patrick Mahomes, Patrick Mahomey. Patrick, Mick, my family is an awful, awful family for me being as good as I am in football. Sam Darnold's outplaying Patrick Mahomes this year. Sam Darnold also doesn't take out your best receiver's ACL. If I saw Sam Darnold throw a pick and go like to make a tackle and he tears Justin Jefferson's ACL, I'm going to Minnesota myself to whoop his ass. I mean, beat the sleeves off that guy. But no, I mean, Sam Darnold MVP, literally can't do without him. We signed him. We're like, oh, you'll play half the season. We'll let J.J. McCarthy take over. We'll be mediocre. Sam Darnold said, fuck that noise. He was like, he circled all these games on the schedule. And he's like, I want you. He said, San Francisco, wants you. Beat them. We always beat them, though, in Minnesota. They haven't won there since I've been alive.
Okay, so let me ask you this. If Sam Darnold, we're 4 games in, Sam Darnold goes 16 games, 17 games, makes a good playoff run, you got J.J. McCarthy sitting there waiting to play, do you give Sam Darnold a contract?
Absolutely. I'll lose my shit if, like, Sam Darnold, because, like, this is my thing. I'm still sour about 2 years ago when Kirk Cousins let the Giants come into our stadium and beat us good. I'm still salty about that. Last year, dumpster fire of a season. I need 2 playoff wins. I need 2 playoff wins this year from Sam Darnold, and I'm like, we'll sign him. We'll give him the Kirko deal. I'll give him 4 years, $160 million. I'll tell JJ, hey, like, stay loose, kid. We'll have our own Brett Favre. Personally, I don't think J.J. McCarthy is that fantastic at football. He was definitely a handoff merchant at Michigan, dude.
100%.
I mean, they needed him to make maybe 4 big throws a game.
I haven't understood the J.J. McCarthy. Pre-draft, I'm like, first round?
I wanted Penix so bad. And then Atlanta, for no reason, took him. For no reason.
Yeah, I don't get... Okay, give everybody an insight why a Vikings team, because I remember... I don't think I found out until like junior year of high school, and I've seen you for 3 years walking around high school with a fucking Minnesota Vikings hoodie on. I'm like, why? Fan? Yeah, and I'm like, why is this kid a Vikings fan?
The GOAT, Adrian Peterson. So that was Adrian Peterson was the first ever athlete I would say that I saw live that I remember being like, holy shit, like I'm not 100% sure about what's going on, but like number 28 scores a lot of touchdowns, and I like when they score touchdowns. Him and Chris Paul, two favorite athletes of all time. But Adrian Peterson, dude, I used to run around my house. You know how he'd score a touchdown, he'd do that toe drag?
Yeah.
Dude, I would walk around my house doing that. Adrian Peterson was my first ever jersey. I got a Adrian Peterson jersey kindergarten.
Okay, so did this start because Adrian Peterson was OU guy? Or you just saw this dude cooking for the Vikings?
Adrian Peterson, OU guy. And so he gets drafted. Dude, my dad was just telling me this story. So he's like, do you know why you became how you became a Vikings fan? I'm like, Adrian Peterson. So my dad was like, we go to an OU game the year after Adrian Peterson leaves. And I'm like, hey, like, where is he? He's like, hey, he doesn't play for us anymore. I'm like, why? Like, it didn't make sense to me. I'm like, well, like, why? He's like, well, he plays on Sundays now. And I'm like, they play football on Sundays? Dude, I had no clue. And I'm like 6. I'm like, he's like, yeah, he wears a purple jersey. I'm like, nah, like, he wears red. It's like, nah, he wears a purple one now. So, like, my dad, like, I think, like, after church, we go to the mall or whatever. We go get a jersey. And we go home and watch the game. And he's like, that's him. And I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, M-I-N. I'm like, I'm rocking with M-I-N. Like, hell yeah. So, ever since Adrian Peterson, and I've seen some good days. I've seen some bad days. Thinking, you used to see, like, Brett Favre on TV. We had this one quarterback, Joe Webb. He was way ahead of his time. He was Michael Vick before Michael Vick. But they didn't let QB scramble around like they did. I've seen some Christian Ponder days. I've seen some bad football, but been on the come up. Went to my first NFL game. It was Vikings versus Steelers Thursday night game, 2022. It's Big Ben. Big Ben was still on the team.
Oh wow,
that was awesome. And we had good seats. We were
was that a farewell tour?
Yeah. And there were so many Steelers fans in Pittsburgh, but I was the only Vikings fan, like in the group of buddies that I went with. I was having the time of my life. Stadium, the new stadium's sick.
Wait, so this is in Minnesota?
Yeah, we went to Minnesota. Okay. Thursday night primetime game, dude, it was lit.
I've never been to an NFL game.
You gotta go. I've been to 2. We saw that one on Thursday night, and then I took my brother. We flew to Atlanta last year, and we went and saw Josh Dobbs walk off the Atlanta Falcons right in front of our face, dude. So I don't know how we did it, but we're sitting row 2. Miss Georgia is like in the row and like in front of us, like Miss Georgia. Dude. The most random game I've been to, like crowd wise. So many Vikings fans because the Falcons are bad. We have Mormon University, Jaron Hall, first game. The dude takes one hit, concussion out for the game. I'm like, great. And here he comes, Josh Dobbs. Dude, I used to laugh at this guy when he's at Tennessee. I used to be like, oh, like he has alopecia. And then they're like, oh, this guy's a scientist. Like, whatever. So all I know is that this dude has alopecia and he's ridiculously smart. Played out of his mind with the game when he touchdown right in front of our face. My brother was loving it. I was loving it. It was good. Been a 2 great.
Dude, shout out Josh Dobbs, bro. That was like whenever Tennessee was just going 8-4, 8-4, 7-5. Josh Dobbs is like all I had to look forward to, and
you're like, at least he's good.
And funny that we bring that up because yesterday, 5 years ago, was the Josh Dobbs and Jawan Jennings Hail Mary to beat Georgia.
I saw that.
I was like, bro, that was I remember that moment so vividly, sitting in my living room with my dad.
And didn't you guys trade Hail Marys?
Yeah.
Like they hit one and there's like 7 seconds left and you guys turned around.
Yeah. And I remember sitting in the living room with my dad, and Jawan Jennings comes down with that ball, and we were just screaming our heads off for like 10 minutes, bro. That was one of the best. Second to us beating Bama. That was probably my second favorite Tennessee game.
Yeah, you said Bama, and I was like, oh, but yeah.
Yeah. All right. Next topic. And I love to get your point of view on this. Jerry Jones, lands his helicopter, middle of practice. I mind you, middle of practice, lands it on the middle of the field, gets out, dabs up his buddy Dak Prescott. I don't know what he went to do after that, but it's just what are your thoughts on that?
I hate Jerry Jones. He's a racist. He's a terrible owner. He looks like an iguana. His eyes are his skin is so stretched. I hate Jerry Jones. If I saw Jerry Jones like lying on the sidewalk like in pain, I'd probably kick him, spit on him. The Cowboys won't win a single playoff game again as long as Jerry Jones is as heavily involved as he is. I'm not saying he can't own the team, but like they're 2-2. They're about to go. Who do they play this week?
Okay, I don't know, but let me rewind right there. You really think Jerry Jones can own the team and not be as involved as he is? That's not happening.
Well, so what? I mean, his son is like the GM or something. Like, isn't his son?
I've never heard about his son.
Oh, his son's like the ops of like the Cowboys or something. But he's probably has his stick so far shoved up his ass too. I mean, somebody needs to look at Jerry Jones and say, "Dog, like you need to take a vacation, like Millicent, like you need to get out." There's no one has been like, "Oh yeah, like I love playing for Jerry Jones. Like I love whenever we're not doing that good and he just comes in his $1 million helicopter and lands in the middle of our practice and then acts like we're boys after he stiffed." Dude, if I'm CeeDee Lamb and Jerry Jones lands a helicopter like in my practice, I'm spitting in his face, man. Like you paid me all this money to come here and win after you didn't want to pay me, and we're doing this. Like, dude, I mean, they call it Jerry's world because it's just Jerry's world and we're living in it. But I mean, like, whew.
I want to be in the mind of, let's say, undrafted practice squad player from Nevada, just at practice one day. Used to just practicing at Nevada, normal, like nobody there, like whatever. You're just getting your fourth string reps in over here. And you just see a helicopter come down to land on the field. And you're like, what the hell is going on?
Bro, in my head, I'm literally saying, like, these white people are fucking crazy, dude. I mean, like, the stuff that Jerry Jones has done, John Fisher, Jerry Jones up there with John Fisher, and arguably worst owners of all time. There was I think it was the Diamondbacks. A woman used to be, like, the owner. She was pissed off that they swept in the World Series because she wanted them to come back home and play Game 5 to get more gate money, so she didn't pay for a team dinner or like any of the celebration stuff.
After they win the chip.
Yeah, your team sweeps in the World Series, and she was like genuinely mad that like they didn't get a Game 5. So she's like, I'm not gonna pay for any of you guys' stuff. Could you imagine like you work your whole life to win a championship, and the owner is like, nah, like
it's not good enough.
I'm putting a hit out. I mean, that has to be taken care of. I don't know. I mean, Jerry Jones, you can say whatever you want about him. Like, he's built up the Cowboys, whatever, blah, blah, America's team, blah, blah, blah. That doesn't change the fact that he's still a scumbag. And then no one's that, like, as soon as he's done in the league, you're going to hear all this awful stuff come out about him. But he probably has so much dirt on people that, like, I mean, that's why he's still in the power that he's in.
Yeah. Like, yeah, I can see it. Was he at the Diddy parties?
Dude, he was probably like paying like he's definitely involved.
That'd be awesome if that came
No,
out.
they had got a photo of Jerry Jones. It was whenever his like dates he was in high school. It was when his high school first allowed black kids to come to their school. He was on the side that was like, get these dudes out of here. Like, dude, it's wild. It's just wild that like one that he didn't have that photo erased. You have all this money and you can't make a photo of you being like he had a sign. I don't think it was welcome. I don't think it was welcome to school. But no, I mean I hate Jerry Jones and he's just too big of a distraction for the team.
Yeah. I think a lot of people agree with you on that. Do Cowboys fans like him?
Probably because there's like an amount like
they're probably like brainwashed too.
You ever seen those videos of like those dudes talking and they'll see like a mirror and their girl like has like a fake gun?
Yeah.
Anybody that says I like Jerry Jones, I just imagine the fake guns being held up to him. They're like, oh yeah, like I love Jerry Jones. They're like looking around. They're like, oh fuck, like he's gonna walk in any second.
Yeah.
Nah, man, there's no way. And then he was so full of himself that he put in that AI Star Wars holographic you can go talk to in Jerry's world. He built like this holographic thing that you can go ask AI Jerry Jones questions. I'd be like, why do you fucking hate losing? Or like, why do you hate winning? Like, what's up with you and just being an asshole? Why can't you walk away?
I didn't even know that existed. That's hilarious. In the stadium, that's wild.
Get in your own stadium.
All right. We are entering into my favorite time of the year. I don't really know what it's called. I wrote down Sports Solstice because I think that's a good name for it. Is that what it's called? Is that a real thing?
So when you said it, I was like, that sounds right.
So NFL, MLB, NBA.
And the WNBA, no.
Sure. And college football. Yeah, all going on at the same time. But what I'm looking forward to most is, so next Wednesday, Thunder have their first preseason game. We'll be in the NL and ALDS at that point, correct?
Yes, the DS starts Saturday.
So, yeah.
At noon.
And then college football, week 6 starting. NFL, whatever. I mean, NFL's cool. I mean, it's football. It's my favorite time of the year. But Thunder basketball, college football, MLB postseason, although my Braves aren't in it. That's just like, what a perfect time of year to just lose a fuck ton of money on gambling and watch a lot of sports. And I love it.
Some people have Christmas to pay for, but no, it's definitely an exciting time. I mean, you just sit around, you just have your sports book open, you're just like, all right, like, who's next? There's free money tonight. Sam Houston plays UTEP. Sam Houston's 4-0. UTEP's like 1-4. I don't even care what the money line is. I already put like $50. I'll win like $10, but I love to play. But yeah, man, I mean, you have 3 games. You have a baseball game tonight, playoff game, 2 college football games, NFL game. I mean, it's an exciting time to love sports.
WNBA playoffs.
Hey, my Minnesota Lynx, told you last episode, they're going to win it all. They're getting their blood back for Cat. They're getting their blood back.
Speaking of WNBA, came out today, Caitlin Clark, Rookie of the Year. Almost unanimous, 1 vote off. Somebody voted for Angel Reese. Who and why?
That one voter is probably Cheryl Swoops. Cheryl Swoops has been running the Caitlin Clark hate tour. She's just been going across all these podcasts, and it's like talking trash about the greatest player to ever play your sport. And she just had her rookie year. And I'm not talking about greatness on the court, but like overall for the game, she has changed the game.
Oh, yeah. Oh, 100%.
I mean, like last episode, like these girls were sitting in the economy class. Caitlin Clark was like, no, like we're going to be on private jets. And the league was like, all right, like you heard her. Get these girls some private jets. I mean, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people, I really do feel like a lot of people were just upset just the fact she's just white and she came from Iowa. If she was probably any other skin color, people are like loving her. And I think that's why the whole like Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese thing is a big deal. I mean, dude, it's literally like watching Magic Johnson and Larry Bird.
I like it.
Like just, I mean, how it's divided between races. Like it's, like there's some parts that are about basketball. Most of it's not about basketball.
Yeah.
And the whole like stuff in the NCAA, I saw something. It was what was the Catholics versus the Convicts? That was a college football game between Notre Dame and Miami a long time ago, and Miami printed off all these shirts, Catholics versus the Convicts. I saw the same stuff when South Carolina was playing Iowa in was it the national championship?
I think it was game to. They played the Natty once, anyways, and then I think the game to get to it last year.
Like I saw people like, I mean, I feel bad for Caitlin Clark. She's having to be like the Jackie Robinson of the WNBA in 2024. Like it's wild what she's had to go through off the court, and then you have goofy women. I only know her name because she pushed her.
Chinity Carter?
Yeah, Chinity. Chinity. That's all we need to say about that one. But no, I mean, like, Chinity Carter. No one's ever said, Mom, like, I want a Chinity Carter jersey. People damn sure want a Caitlin Clark jersey. Yeah. I mean, she's trailblazing.
Yeah, she's. Yeah, we've. So the WNBA is where the NBA was. The WNBA is where MLB was in the 1950s, and Caitlin Clark is the leader of that.
Dude, it's wild. And she could have got paid millions
to play in the Big Three.
And she wouldn't even have to worry about all this. She would have let Angel Reese. Angel Reese reminds me of like the dudes that like Wilt Chamberlain was probably like playing up against, like Bill Russell, like just hucking bricks.
Angel Reese misses layups to pat stats. Have you seen the videos of her just?
I retweeted like a 4-minute clip of her smoking layups within like 3 feet of the rim. I was definitely hating. No, I mean I just Caitlin Clark, and then like I've never seen a league that doesn't want to recognize their own player like Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
I mean, why did it take so long for her to be announced as Rookie of the Year? Was there a debate? Like, you heard about Asia Wilson winning MVP a week ago? Caitlin Clark today? I mean, it's so weird. It's weird behavior.
Yeah. No, it's insane. I have never even like, and it's funny because Caitlin Clark's not even in the playoffs anymore, and I'm still seeing that WNBA's in the playoffs. I remember not even like knowing WNBA season was going on until whoever it was that won the championship won, and then I just see like an Instagram post. I'm like, oh, WNBA finals are over. That's cool.
I'm like, oh, good for those women.
And like now, like this year, I'm seeing like WNBA shit like everywhere, all over my feed. Not even just Caitlin Clark, but like, I mean, obviously Angel Reese, obviously Cameron Brink. She's a big rookie, and then just like Chinity Carter's probably never even like. Nobody even knew who she was, bro. So the eyes that she's bringing to the sport, I mean, I love it. I'm not like a big women's basketball fan, but I'm a Caitlin Clark fan.
I woke up this year and put real American dollars on WNBA games, and they cashed, dude. Betting on the WNBA is like, it's free. It's so free.
I've never done it. I haven't got there yet.
I mean, literally, like, you don't have to like look at stats. You're like, all right, who overall is better record-wise? New York, they don't even play that many games. New York lost like 6 games out of like.
I mean, there's only 8 teams, right?
I think 10
or 12.
Well, and then Portland just got announced that they're getting a team.
Somebody else did too, didn't they?
Yeah,
I thought there was 2.
They had Seattle. No, they have.
They're talking. Yeah. Does Seattle have one?
Yeah, because they have a rookie that isn't American, and her student visa expired.
Nika Mule?
Yeah, and she missed the first.
She tore her ACL today.
No way.
She's playing overseas. I saw a video. I don't know if she tore her ACL, but maybe worse. I saw a video for playing overseas today, and she.
This was definitely like the rookie class this year was the most I've ever heard or like known, like just WNBA players in the league.
Yeah, no, yeah, I definitely kept up with it. And I'm into cards as well, as you know.
I bet that was big.
Caitlin Clark cards. Oh my God, bro. Hundreds of thousands of dollars. Like it's insane. And all the WNBA sets are coming out right now, so like her best rookie cards are being printed, and dude, the amount of money that we're about to see spent on Caitlin Clark cards is
just, I mean, memorabilia in general.
Yeah, it's insane. So shout out Caitlin Clark. Rest in peace, Pete Rose. Was it yesterday he died?
Him and DK Mutombo.
Yeah, same day.
Lost a lot of good ones.
One of the GOATs should be in the Hall of Fame. Don't know if he ever will be. He said, if you're going to put me in the Hall of Fame and I'm dead, you might as well not do it.
I mean, like, what would be the point?
Yeah.
And I think real baseball fans know he's in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
But, like, what they need to do is they need to have, like, an asterisk Hall of Fame where you can put Barry Bonds in, you can put A-Rod in, you can put Pete Rose, Roger Clemens, all the dudes that have juiced.
Mark McGwire.
You can put in Mark McGwire, Shoeless Joe Jackson, bring him back from the Black Sox days. I mean, there needs to definitely be, like, I mean, is there another sport where cheating is, like, as rampant as, like, MLB? I mean, you don't really hear about dudes, like, doing PEDs in the NFL or the NBA.
Although Von Miller. But, yeah.
Domestic violence and the NFL is an issue.
Yeah.
But no, I mean like just gambling, and it's like drug use, and not even like Malik Monk did crack.
Yeah.
But like I don't know, man. Like Peds and gambling have always been in baseball.
Yeah.
Shohei Ohtani, Ipe. I mean, dude, Ipe. I love Ipe. And then just the main accountant of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Have you heard about this?
No.
He stole $20 million from the Jacksonville Jaguars. Lost every single penny on FanDuel.com. And it was so bad that like FanDuel knew this guy worked for the Jaguars, knew that he was taking money from the Jaguars, knew that per like league policy he can't even be gambling,
but also knew that he was donating to FanDuel.
They were flying him out to events, like giving him like free like courtside. They're like, "How much do you have? $8 million? Yeah, you can get whatever you want tonight. It's on me." And then he would just lose. But he got taken to court, and now he's trying to sue FanDuel for like violating their like responsible gambling policy. But it's real. It's real shit. Like FanDuel is about to get mobbed because the guy's arguing. He's like, they saw I had a crippling gambling. I mean, he lost $20 million. He's like suing them for like $250 million for saying like it's in your policy that you guys should have stopped. And then like he had like a personal rep at FanDuel that was like call and be like, "Oh hey, like you haven't gambled today. Is everything okay?" Like dude, imagine like the gambling hotline calls you and they're like, "Hey, did you gamble today? Like you should put one in. Like think about it. Like the money line looks real nice." Like dude, it's wild to me that like FanDuel first of all even has reps.
Is this a recent thing?
Yeah, like this week, they're gonna go to I think trial or at least court.
Oh my god.
But yeah, it's I don't know who. It's a Jacksonville Jaguar staffer. He was the one that he was in charge of all like team spending. So if like the head coach needed a credit card to buy the team lunch or something, the dude would spin it up.
Yeah.
But he was just $20 million lost every single penny.
So this dude had access to like all like Jaguars bank accounts.
Yeah, like everything. He could see everything. He could just take. So he was probably just nickel and diming them in every single department, and they had no clue until FanDuel reported them. FanDuel reported them just to get sued themselves.
It's like, oh, we sold 500,000 Trevor Lawrence jerseys. I'm betting on fucking WNBA money line.
Right? No, I mean they said like that he was photographed in public with this FanDuel rep like 3 times at like he was at the national championship game. This is the college football national championship. He was at one of the finals games. Like FanDuel was just like, "Hey, like we know you suck, but we'll fly you
you're
out
donating.
here.
We'll buy you a flight."
Yeah, it was wild. I have stock in DraftKings, and DraftKings stock went up after all that shit got announced. So we're right in the wave.
I don't know why I haven't heard of that. All right, let's get into our preview games a little bit. Locks of the week. If you would have bet on our locks of the week last week, I think did all yours hit? Jalen Hurts completions did not hit for the first time in like I don't even know how long. I was so pissed about that. Malik Neighbors didn't get a touchdown, and then the OU spread hit. The Illinois Penn State spread hit. We'll see it. Panthers didn't win, so you lost money, but that's why you come back this week to make money.
I mean, Minnesota won, OU won.
Did you have a player prop?
Baker Mayfield. I had the OU Bowl. It was Baker versus Jalen.
Did it hit?
No, because I said both quarterbacks would have 2 passing touchdowns.
And Jalen Hurts bum-ass didn't?
He had 1 rushing, 1 passing. So if you would have taken Jalen Hurts anytime touchdowns, you would have cashed.
Whoa, it's all right. Just leave it.
I'm getting too excited.
All right, this week. I mean, what's game day for college?
It's your boy Beast Mode, Cal and the U of Miami.
Yeah, nobody gives a fuck. I mean, Cam Ward's cool, but like
poor shout out.
Hey, okay. I don't know how I missed this, bro. We didn't talk about that Miami getting fleeced. They should have lost. I mean,
Virginia Tech.
Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech got fucked, bro.
No, it was a business decision. The ACC was like, holy shit, they're actually about to lose. They called it in. They're like, nah, like, we need Miami. Send them in. No.
Bro, so the ruling was he had possession of the ball, but because somebody that was out of bounds touched it, it's dead, right? That's what I gathered.
That's what I believe so. And that is the rule.
But
because I think the argument was when he was coming down with it, that's when the dude was out of bounds and he was also on the ball. So nobody had gained.
See, I had thought he touched. I thought he had after the dude was down on the ground, like it was almost simultaneous. But after the dude had came down, he like touched it. I don't know, but either way, Kyron Drones, dog. Virginia Tech should have won. In my book, Miami's 4-1. Fuck the U.
I mean, what other team out of the ACC is going to represent them? Not Clemson. Jesus is good. Jesus isn't that good. Dabo Swinney needs to put down the Bible and look into the portal.
I mean, after Clemson, they're favored by 14.5 against Florida State this week. Not that that's saying anything. Florida State's 1-4. Dude, that's pathetic.
Yeah, man.
That's DJ
Ujabaduki
needs to get a fucking job ASAP.
He's made Mike Norvell look like a terrible coach, and Mike Norvell is a great coach.
Okay, so he's listed as their quarterback depth chart's listed as or, so they're both QB1. So we'll see what happens this week. I hope we get to see Brock Glenn.
I don't.
I do. DJ. We are back after a short break. Colby decided to jug a gallon of water on the way over here, so literally had to take a break. Now I actually got to edit, but we're back. Talking about Miami, we'll move on from that. Locks of the week. I didn't do a player prop. I'll find one on the go real quick. Actually, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to not lose more money because last time I did that on the go last week, and Elite Neighbors didn't catch a touchdown.
Aaron Rodgers' interception against my Vikings. I mean, we made quarterbacks look terrible all season long. A-Rod's going to throw one. And he's questionable. London, you already know he's going to be bitching, complaining about having to, I got my sleep schedule, my 4-day hibernation, my mushrooms. It's going to be too many off-field issues for A-Rod. He's throwing a pick. And I'll even go out on a limb and say it's going to be the OG Stephon Gilmore. Stephon Gilmore. Take that as a player prop.
Okay.
But no, he's throwing a pick. A-Rod's throwing a pick.
Okay, so let me run through my games real quick, and then we'll get to yours. And you can let me know if you're going to tail or fade these. First one, number 10, Michigan at Washington. Washington's favored by 1.5. I'm taking Michigan money line. Easy. I saw that Michigan money line. Do I need to explain?
Nah. No, it's the easy one.
Browns at Commanders. Washington's favored by 3. I'm smashing that. I think Jaden Daniels is a dog. I think the Browns are not good. Deshaun Watson is sorry as fuck. Go Jaden Daniels. And then Jets versus Vikings. Vikings favored by 2.5. You can tail off this. I'm taking Vikings 2.5.
I mean, that's right where I was going. I mean, they did us dirty last week. They gave us -2. Like the final score of the Packers game and Vikings looked a lot closer than what the game actually
was. What was it?
I think the final score, we ended up winning by 4. But the game was over at halftime. I mean, we were belt to ass. It was belt to ass. Now, so my college ones, I don't know. Like, I've been staring at this one long and hard. And they always say, think long, think wrong. UNLV, they're ranked 25. They're 4-0.
Mm-hmm.
They have a Friday night game against Syracuse. I don't know what it is about these small college football teams up in New York. They come to play. I thought Washington was going to steamroll Rutgers. Complete opposite. I've never been more wrong in my life about something. So I'm going out on a limb. Syracuse, I don't even want the +6. I don't even want the points. I want the money line. I want the Syracuse money line. I think there's been a lot of talk about UNLV. I think the hype's kind of died down. They've come back to earth. I'm taking Syracuse on the road in Vegas. I want it. I like Syracuse beating UNLV.
Okay. You don't believe in Hodge Malik Williams?
Nope. I don't believe in anything UNLV has going on because you just can't scam the kid like that. You just can't. So, like, they're a bunch of crooks, bunch of frauds. Another college football one that I really love, A&M -2.5 at home against a very, very sorry Missouri team. Missouri's pretenders. They're fakers.
We've been hearing it all year, and we're going to find out.
Yeah. I mean, they got Texas A&M got the Duke head coach Mike Elko.
Mm-hmm.
I think Mike Elko will have the boys ready. I can't name you the starting quarterback for either team, but I know that A&M is going to come out on top. The 12th man, they're going to be fired up. I mean, it's always tough to play there when the team's good. A&M, I think they're 3-1, 4-1. They're a one-loss team. I don't know how that wasn't game day. I don't understand how you're getting how Miami's going to dog walk Cal on Saturday.
Yeah.
I don't get how you can get 2 top 25 ranked matchups and the higher seed, the number 9 seed's on the road, and that's not your game day. I mean, maybe like they just don't want to have too many SEC games as game day.
Yeah.
But if that's where the best football is being played, showcase it. Like I think this game's like a 2:30 slot, which is 11 a.m. You have a top 25, top 10 team on the road, and it's at 11 a.m. I mean, like A&M all the way, but I think it's kind of disgusting what the NCAA and those frauds over there did with the scheduling this week.
Okay. Anything else?
Yeah. My New York Yankees. My beloved New York Yankees. I got this cool hat.
That is dope.
My girlfriend got this for me. She picks cool hats. My New York Yankees. So we play the Royals. The Royals have not been to the playoffs since they won the World Series 2015.
Okay, but the future's now with the Kansas City Royals.
Yeah, they got one guy. Bobby Witt. We went to Yankees and Royals in Kansas City his rookie year. They were bad. There wasn't a soul in the stands. Yankees were mopping Kansas City like we always do. They're our little brothers in the Midwest. And we started a Witt can't hit chant. It caught on. Like, I don't know if it was some of the locals or there was that many Yankee fans. We got a nice little Witt can't hit chant going. So I'm sticking to it. Standing on business. 10 toes down. We're going to sweep them.
Okay.
We're going to sweep them.
Okay, that's bold.
Hopefully, though, I'm trying. I have tickets to Game 3, Game 1 in Kansas City. Hopefully, I can talk my shit and no one wants to fight me. Doubt it, though. Because we're going to go in there. It's best of 5.
Yeah.
BS.
Is it? I think so.
Yeah, extended 7-7.
Yeah.
3-5, 7-7. Yankees are going to win. Saturday, I don't know if the Royals are going to score a run. We have Garrett Cole pitching. Garrett Cole's kind of looked sus all year. Luke Weaver. Remember the name. We pulled this guy straight out of our ass. He's the next Mariano Rivera. Goofy throwing motion. White guy. I love it. Give me some Luke Weaver. Yankees are going to sweep the DS. Hopefully we can get... I want to play Detroit just so I can stomp on the Miracle Kids. Crush their dreams. But Eminem, nothing good's ever came out of Detroit. You got Eminem and the Ford factory. If you drive a Ford. I mean, the Yankees have been very, very bad in the Yankees' eyes for a very long time. This is our easiest playoff run that we may ever get to go to the World Series. Both of our kryptonites, Baltimore and Houston, they're out. They're gone. Their season's over. Fuck Houston. Bregman can go choke on a bag of donkey wieners. I hate Alex Bregman. Their season's over. He's never going to play baseball again at a professional level. Maybe for like the fucking Las Vegas, Sacramento A's. But we're going to play 2 shitters. We're going to play 2 shitters. Hopefully we play Ohtani. Hopefully we get the Dodgers in the World Series.
That'd be insane. First
of all, ticket prices would be insane. The 2 biggest sports markets in baseball going up against each other. But I'd want to see somebody hit Shohei. Let's beanball him. Game 1? Dude, give him some chin music. Like, scare the dugout, because I'll say this. Like, baseball, like, you don't really hear, like, atmospheres like being a tough road game.
Yeah.
But it's different in October. It's cold in New York.
It is.
All these New Yorkers just had to squeeze by the thousands onto some little subway. They just got off work. They're going to go back home to their tiny apartment. Not a lot's going good for them. But the Yankees are going to whoop some fucking ass. And they're going to be loud. They call it the Bronx Zoo when October comes around. The Evil Empire. It's going to be rocking. Subway's going to be rocking. You'll be able to feel it all the way in Manhattan. It's going to be, I mean, this is our year. Like, there's no other year. You have Juan Soto. You have Judge. You just got John Carlos back. He's looked a little shaky. He'll be fine, though. You have the kids. Austin Wells. Volpe. I'm kind of getting tired of Volpe.
Jazz.
I love Jazz. Jason Dominguez. Dude, so he was...
Martian.
He came up last year, had like 4 home runs in 6 games. Mm-hmm. I was like, oh my God. And then he gets Tommy John. I was like, dude, like, come on. He's back. He's healthy. Verdugo. I like Verdugo a lot. He brings, like, some bad boy energy to the team. He just seems like the type of guy that would just fight anybody.
Yeah.
Just because. You'd be like, hey, Verdugo, I don't like that guy. He's probably going to punch you in the face. This is it. This is our year. So, to go with, bring it back into the future bet. Yankees winning the DS. Yankees winning the CS. Yankees winning it all 3. And if you can, I would parlay the 3 if I could. I would parlay the whole run. The whole run. I mean, Kansas City's not going to win a game. Detroit's playing Cleveland. I hate Cleveland. They had Josh Naylor, I think. Josh Naylor. When, like, he hit home run and rocked the baby on us. I was pissed off. I know everyone else, because I don't even think they were winning. I think it was like a tied home run. Like, he hit the game tying home run.
Yeah.
We ended up winning the game, but man. Then they had some trash ass motherfucker, Miles Straw, jump on the fence and start barking at Yankee fans. They'll kill you. Like, New Yorkers don't have a lot to lose. You're $1 million baseball player. You get to go back home to even worse, Cleveland. Cleveland's gross. I've been to Cleveland. It was awful. But, I mean, I hate the Guardians, but I love our chances of beating the shit out of everybody.
Okay.
So that's my bet.
So you're banking on going to Game 3 and watching the Yankees sweep.
Mm-hmm.
And then playing Detroit. How many games that go to?
I mean, like, I don't even know if Detroit and Cleveland, that'll be a tough series. I really want to give it to Detroit. Cleveland's had the downtime. I mean, Detroit's been the hottest baseball team since Labor Day weekend. I mean, they've been the best baseball team for the last month, and there's not even a question. There's no question about it. I mean, they're gonna be tough. They're gonna be a tough out. But I mean, like, Cleveland, like, I don't know. They always got something in the air, in the water up there. I'm not a big Cleveland guy. I want Detroit to win, but unfortunately, I do think we will end up playing Cleveland in the CS.
Okay, so give us your NL rundown real quick.
NL rundown? Well, you have the Mets-Brewers. You have Mets-Brewers that's going on right now, actually. I put money down on Milwaukee. I do think Milwaukee is going to win.
This is wild card game 3, right?
Yeah. So the winner of this will have a travel day tomorrow, and then they'll go to Philly.
That's a tough place to play.
So a
tough place to play postseason baseball.
Well, I got a guy up in Philly. Gave me some insider info. He was telling me that Philly fans, like, the word around the town is they don't want to play the Mets. I guess it's a thing with the Phillies and Mets. The Mets just own them. They're scared shitless. They don't want to see New York. So that's why I'm like, kind of want to see New York win, just so I can give this guy a hard time. And be like, New York owns your shit. But I think you'll see. I think it's gonna be the Brewers. I do think it's gonna be the Brewers. The Brewers will get mopped, though. I mean, it's obviously going to be a Philly and Dodgers CS. There's no way that the Padres are good. Playing the Dodgers, you're not good.
Yeah.
Shohei Ohtani's going to hit 9,000 fucking home runs. It's going gonna be gross. He's gonna set like every single post. He hasn't played in the postseason yet.
He hasn't. Shohei Ohtani postseason debut.
Yeah, and he's gonna take Joe Musgrove 450 feet off the Dodger board. It'd be for Scully. But no, I mean, you'll see. You'll definitely have the Guardians, Yankees, and the CS, Phillies, and Dodgers. But I think it'll be in New York and LA. I mean, I think
that's gonna be crazy.
I think this year, like it's lined up to be.
Yeah.
Even if it is against Philly too, probably even better for baseball because Philadelphia has real fans. Dodger fans only show up. Well, this year they've showed up because they have the greatest baseball player to ever play. But Dodger fans don't become Dodger fans until October.
Yeah.
They probably have one of the worst attendance rates for like being consistently the top spinners in baseball.
I mean, yeah, they don't. What does regular season mean to the LA Dodgers?
Well, I'm thinking about how much other shit you'd rather do in LA than go to a Dodgers game. I mean, I love baseball.
Yeah.
If I lived in LA, it'd be very, very hard to get me to go to a baseball game. Sit in an hour of traffic beforehand, the game, then an hour of traffic after that. It'd be very, very hard to get me to go to a baseball game in Los Angeles.
Yeah. I mean, it's I don't disagree with anything you said. Obviously, as a Braves fan, I don't care as much about baseball. I mean, I do. I'm still going to tune into all the games, but like, it's disappointing not to see my Braves in it right now. Usually are. Injury, just
again.
It's the worst injury bug team I've seen in a long time. Hopefully we pay Max Fried. Chris Sale's going to win the fucking Cy Young.
That was an insane year.
And Ronald Acuna needs to stay healthy. I mean, we got a good team. Austin Riley, like, I just know the whole team was hurt. So proud of the team for how far they made it with how hurt they were. But
what are your thoughts on the whole Freddie Freeman, Matt Olson thing?
Oh my God, this could be a 30-minute conversation.
We got plenty of time.
So
I heard that.
So I think Freddie Freeman's agent fucked everything up.
Or was it like the down period?
This is
like when did? Because I heard that Atlanta had made an offer to Freddie Freeman's agent, but Freddie Freeman's agent didn't pass that info
correct.
along.
That's what I'm. Yeah, that's what I believe.
How do you feel about that?
If I saw Freddie Freeman's agent right here, I'd take this little thing and I would beat the fuck out of him, bro. The Braves.
Wear him like a dog.
Yeah, so I didn't hear about that specifically until it'd probably been like, I mean, it was
Freddie said it.
Yeah.
It wasn't like public info.
Yeah. So Freddie wanted to come back. It's not like he wanted to leave. I don't know why his agent would do that other than he thought LA would give him more money, so in return he'd get more money.
Yeah.
But that's fucked up. Freddie Freeman was my favorite player ever. He still is. Best Brave of my lifetime. But I mean, Matt Olson's cool. He just like hits home runs or strikes out and hits like 200.
He's just there.
But like Freddie Freeman, bro, that was sad. It still is. Is that agent's not still his agent? I don't think.
No, he fired him.
Yeah,
he fired him and then did the whole press conference where he was like, I love LA, but he was like, I don't want to be here.
Yeah. So I think Freddie, he would have chosen Atlanta. I don't. Yeah, it's fucked up. I would beat his agent's ass with this bat.
So like, at what point though? So we had a similar situation with Aaron Judge. It got to a point where the owner Hal called Aaron and said like, "What's it gonna take to get this done?" Like, where was the Braves management and just contacting Fred unless he has like a do not contact list and it's only through his agent. But
yeah,
like, do you blame the agent for everything, or like do you hold like Freddie for also not being like, hey, like calling the owner, hey, you really don't want me back?
Yeah, that's I'm still confused on all that because I don't know why. Like, would Freddie really just sign a contract with the Dodgers before getting like some kind of reassurance from the Braves themselves?
Right.
that like this is the number, this is what we want to give you. Like I don't buy. No way he would leave without getting some kind of clearance. Like I don't understand that, and I don't know. I don't know, bro. It's just all pisses me off. But
I mean, it was definitely an odd situation.
But I refuse to believe that Freddie would have just. I refuse to believe that Freddie would have left, knowing the Braves' real offer. But like, how do you not know? How do you not know? Like, I don't understand.
Like, at one point, like, do you wake up and you're like, oh, this is my career.
Yeah.
Let me pick up the phone and handle this.
I don't know. So, I mean, yeah, part of it, if he really did not reach out to the fucking owner of the team and, like, hey, like, I'm about to sign this contract with LA, like, what do y'all want to give me? Like, that's what I would have done. I feel like that's the common sense move.
Right. Like, if you want to stay somewhere, you'll do what it takes to stay.
So, unless he really just, like, I don't know if his agent was like his best friend. He just trusted everything he said. Like, and I do understand at the same time, like your agent, you would assume your agent wants the best for you and like has no reason to lie. I don't know, dude. I just hate to blame Freddie Freeman. I love him, but I mean, if he never reached out to the Braves, then it's partly his fault too. So I don't know. It's a fucked situation.
The agent's name is Casey Close. It says that Casey Close did not inform the LA Dodgers. Oh, wait. This Google article has it backwards. He didn't inform the Braves that the Dodgers made an offer. It's like I guess Braves made an offer. He didn't tell Freddie, and the Dodgers made an offer, and then he never told the Braves that LA made an offer. So he just kept. Sounds like the agent just kept everybody in silence.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
He just like played puppets with Freddie's whole career. Two orgs. He played two orgs.
So the Braves tried to tell Freddie something, never got to him. The Dodgers
offered.
Wait, so did Freddie sign this contract and the Braves had no fucking idea it was gonna happen? They're just like, holy shit, Freddie Freeman's a Dodger.
After this, I gotta go do some reading because dude is getting. I didn't even know that he didn't tell the Braves that the Dodgers offered. I mean, this dude just straight up was just.
So
I don't even know.
So Freddie Freeman. Yeah, that's fucked up. Yeah, I'll have to research that, and we'll talk about that next week a little bit. But I need to educate myself for it. Right. That's insane, though. That's wild.
Just keeping everybody in the dark.
Yeah. All right. It's been a long episode. Conversation flows, and you're talking about good sports. Anything else before we wrap it up?
I don't think so. I mean, got a lot off the plate.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to.
This guy's a long video to edit.
I'll definitely have to clip farm this video because nobody's watching this whole thing. So our views are going to come from TikTok. If you did make it to this point, there's probably like 3 of you listening.
Shout out to my family and my friends.
Appreciate you. You are a legit press room fan. Hit me up. I'll get you a T-shirt. If you listen to this, let's see how many people listen to this to this point. Because I mean, we get like 20 to 30 listeners every episode. This shit's been like an hour, 20 minutes. I don't know if anybody's still listening right now. If you're listening right now, hit me up and I'll give you a free press room T-shirt and $20.
You have merch?
No, but I'll make it. For the real fan that's listening right now, I got you.
This could be my little brother. Shout out to Sam.
I appreciate y'all listening as always, and fun episode. And we'll see you next week. Peace.